up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of CA Buildz. Today we're back in our Tesla Model S. If you're new here and haven't seen the previous videos, I'll leave the links in the description below. Make sure you guys check those out. It has some damage right there. I purchased this Tesla off of Copart. Obviously needs a lot of body work. Let me show you guys a little more. So basically this is the damage that we're working with. In the previous video I took it all apart, took off this window over here because we will be cutting this quarter panel and we'll be replacing it. Took apart some interior pieces just to kind of see how far the damage went, and we pulled this side out a little bit because it was smashed in all the way over there. We do have to still take apart all of this, possibly take out the seats, all of that, and we'll probably do that today. And I did get a charger for it, so now we could finally get it charged. It's not that quick. I know you can get a transmitter which will charge it a lot faster. Let me show you guys inside how fast it's getting charged. I believe it's like 3 or 4 miles per hour. Let's go in here. Yep, you could see right there, 4 miles per hour. That is really slow. I mean, it is what it is. It will do for now. At least we can get it charged up, but I'll look into the adapter to make it charge quicker. And I did pretty much find all of the parts for this Tesla, and surprisingly, they're pretty cheap. I was expecting them to be a lot more expensive, but it is a big plus for us. So now let's go to the shop and pick those up. Alright guys, we got some stuff loaded on, but our Tacoma is just not as big as I thought. I was not able to fit the quarter panel because it's the whole quarter with the back plate, and there's already barely any room here. But we did get the trunk, we got the bumper, some plastic pieces to go in the trunk, and that's pretty much it for now. We're gonna come home and load these and pick up the quarter panel another time. We made it home, and let me just show you what we picked up. So we got this bumper cover right here, and we only got the cover because all of our pieces are still good. So our sensors, our diffuser, whatever you call it, still good. All of these plastics we did need because ours are all wrinkled and damaged. Got that plastic over there that goes on top of that tub. And then we got the hatch over here. It did have some kind of spoiler on it, so there was double-sided tape. I'm gonna have to use some gas or something to take that off. But I'm planning not to paint this lid because it is the same color. It even has the same color code, so hopefully the color will match. If it does match, then we're not gonna paint it, but if it doesn't, then we will have to spray it. We won't have no choice. But the good thing that we won't have to paint inside, and that's a big plus because I don't have to take it all apart, strip it, and paint the inside. So we'll see about that. And then these over here, they will still give us new ones because these do have some kind of condensation water inside them. Both of them are actually the same. This one has some water in there as well. And as far as the quarter panel goes, I will pick that up another day. So basically I got one cut somewhere right there. And then over here, it's cut all the way on the bottom over there. And then it goes all the way back to this plate. Basically over here, it's already drilled out, and we'll change this whole back section as well. So this quarter panel is still fine. We're just gonna drill it out over here and then change the whole back plate with this quarter panel and then cut it somewhere right there. What I'm gonna do now is actually try to take apart the rest of the interior. I need to figure out how to remove those seats, remove this part, remove that, maybe take off the hatch, and just get done as much as I can today. I got the bottom portion of the seat out, and check this out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires going to it. I have no idea what this is. It's probably heated seats or something, but that's a lot of wiring, and there's even more in here. That's a lot of wiring going to one seat. I have no idea what that does. That's very interesting. But that's finally out. We're gonna take out these seats probably all those plastics over there, just so when he's working on the quarter panel, he can get to it easily. So let's keep on working. Let me show you guys what we got so far. So basically we got this main plastic, this part of the seat, the back portion of the seat out. Let me show you inside the car. So all of this is all good right now. And look at this. I think this is actually one of the batteries over there. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but it does look like a battery, and it goes underneath the whole seat right there. So that could be it, who knows? But all of this is basically taken apart. I don't think we'll be replacing the inner part of the quarter panel right here. I think we'll just be replacing the skin here. And then in the back, honestly, I'm not even sure. In the back, maybe we will be replacing the inner part. I'll still talk to the frame guy, but for now, I'll just take all of that off over there, some kind of computers over there, and all the wiring, put all that aside just in case he needs to get there. All right, we got most of the interior out. Tyson, come here. Get out. We got most of the interior out, and basically we're ready to go. I got this side taken apart as well because he will need to go all the way here. This is where we will be taking it off. So all these welds will be coming out. This whole back plate will be removed. So I had to take that side off as well. This part of the carpet could just be folded up when he's gonna be working on it. And this over here, I can't get the whole wiring out because it is connected to the subwoofer, and the subwoofer is stuck because it's all crampled in there. So I'll leave it in there for now. I'll have the frame guy take that off. What I'll try to attempt now is to take off this hatch. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to drop this headliner over here a little bit to get to the bolts over here. I'm not sure why Tesla would do that. They could have just put little nuts over here to unscrew, but I guess they want to make it a little harder for us. So I'm gonna try to drop this headliner a little bit, unscrew those, unscrew these, disconnect all this wiring. There's a whole bunch of wiring going to it, and take this hatch off. All right, guys, check this out. So I'll basically show you what it takes to get a lid off of a Tesla Model S. This is crazy. I've never done so much work just to take off a trunk lid. So I thought I won't have to take any of this apart, but the wiring, this wiring goes all along here, all the way here. So you have to take off this main big plastic, all of this, just to unplug the wiring. And that's both sides. I'm not even sure why this thing needs so many wires and plugs. Like, look at all these plugs and wires. And that's just to the trunk lid. So all of these had to come out. Then let me show you underneath. To unscrew the bolts, I had to drop the headliner, and the bolts are under there. So basically they go from top over here, and you unscrew them from the bottom, which is the stupidest invention ever. Like, why would they do that? That's so much work just to get a trunk lid off. The whole interior basically has to come out, all the plastics, just to unplug those and to get this out. But it is what it is. I finally got all the wire and everything out. It's all loose. I just need a second person to help me pick it up and take the trunk off. All right, guys, just like that, the trunk lid is out. Check it out. Look at this thing. It looks super naked now. I'm not going to put the new lid on just yet because the frame guy will still need to take it off to cut out the quarter panel. So once he cuts this out, he will align the new trunk. So we'll not worry about that now. But everything else is pretty much done. I took everything apart, what I needed to. And what we're gonna do now is actually go and take this thing for a test drive. I've never driven a Tesla, so this will be a first for me. It does look super ugly and smashed in the back, but let's just send it and go take it for a test drive. Let's give you guys a cold start of this beast. I actually learned how to start it. I didn't know what I was doing before, but check this out. So the car's off, everything lit up, and all you have to do is press the brake. Boom. Just like that, the car turns on. That's pretty wild. And to put in reverse drive, I thought you had to press this button over here, but you don't. Move the lever up, and now it's in reverse. What are you doing, buddy? All right, let's pull this thing outside. Oh, we don't got a backup camera no more. This thing is hecka quiet. You can't hear nothing. It's kind of trippy, honestly. I've never had an electric car. It's pretty crazy. So I drove this thing up and down the street, and guys, this thing is insane. It's like instant power. You can't hear it. Look at this, just you step on it. Oh my goodness. It flies, and it's crazy. There's no noise at all. Like, I'm just speechless. I love this thing, and the steering wheel is heated. I'm not even sure how to turn this thing off. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. But this thing is crazy. Look at that. It just zooms. There's no noise at all, and it's just straight power. It is insane. It shows the cars. Look at that. Cars driving by, and it shows the cars over there as well. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Let's give a little pull right here. Mexico City. What the heck? This thing is crazy. I love it. It drives so smooth, and it actually brakes by itself as well. Like, look, I'm gonna let go of gas and it just slows down. That's insane. This thing is so sick. Let's give it one more pull right here and check that out. It's about as salvage as it gets right here. Do another pull. What the heck? This is fast. It is really fast. It almost feels like a GTR. It's just the GTR screams, and this you can't hear anything at all. It's just straight power. I'm gonna try to do one more pull over there, but that's insane. Let's try launching it, honestly. Let's give this thing a little launch. Maybe if you press brake and gas, just do a little launch over here. Let's try it out. All right. Brake, gas, let's go. What the heck? Guys, I'm just speechless. Like, the instant power this thing has is insane. It's like a sports car, but it's not a sports car, and you can't hear anything. It just flies. Let's get back home now before we get pulled over. We made it back home, and honestly, I'm very surprised of the power and just how this thing drives. It's so grippy. It's all-wheel drive, and it's just like instant power to all the wheels. It is pretty insane. Look at these headlights. These things are super sick. I'm really happy with it. I mean, it is kind of a pain to work with, especially with all the aluminum and how Tesla makes everything, but it's gonna be a really nice car once we're done with it. The next video on this will probably be at the frame shop. We'll be taking it there pretty soon here. We'll be replacing this quarter panel, the back panel over here, just getting all the parts aligned. After that, just paint it, put it together, and man, this thing is gonna be looking perfect again. All right, guys, that is a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the love and support. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. We have some awesome content coming to the channel. We will have some new builds pretty soon here. You guys don't want to miss out on it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.